It's the Caitlin Lee MTGO Show.
And they didn't quite finish it off, but the wizard used some sick ass spell, disintegration or something. I don't know. I just remember they were like, "I'm a rogue now," and like fucking rolled all the d6s in the universe. Dealt like over 70 damage. Hey, Brewburb, thanks for the sub. Thanks for 51 months there. Do I have a favorite class type to play as in D&D? I do. Druid. I enjoy druids. That's a fun role play for me. I like dicking around in nature and stuff, and so I enjoy that aspect in D&D and turning into critters and stuff. It's always really cool. When I streamed a full Baldur's Gate 3 playthrough, I did it as a druid as my main. What do you do with all this? You could take the Harvester. It's a little mopey. It was pretty good for me earlier. Could take True Name. I guess if you're taking True Name, you should take the Dark Slang. I'm not going to take the Harvester, whatever. Hey, things. Mono Black Reanimator, let's go. Somehow Sideways says they've been loving the YouTube content. They moved to Madison last summer, and their Fred group fell apart over the summer. Are there places I suggest to go to find community? Oh, yeah. So it depends a lot on the type of... it depends on what you're looking for, Somehow Sideways. If you're looking for Magic specifically, then it kind of depends on what format, because the different shops around town specialize in different things. Like, if you want to play Legacy, there's Mox Mania on the west side. If you want to play Canlander, Limited, Pre-Modern, those are all things that happen at Misty Mountain over on the east side. The shop downtown is very good, and they specialize in Limited, I believe. I think they've got, like, Limited F&Ms going on. A lot of strong players play there. You have a lot of nice... You can't really go wrong in Madison in terms of shops, I don't think. I think they're all like well-run, respected establishments. If you're talking about not just Magic, though, in terms of community, then something that's not Madison specific is a website called like meetup.com. And you can just search through and find folks with like your shared interest that are in your areas, whether that's like board gaming or what. And you can just like show up and hang out, contribute, foodie groups or sports folks or what have you. Anyway, I recommend if you're ever like moving to a new area and you want to like find people with similar interests, that's like the ideal website, huh? BK taking over Misty Mountain was a blessing. I agree, yeah. Necromancy is that much better than death? Oh, yeah. Yeah, Necromancy rips. So, like, if your opponent is playing Reanimator, you can, like, use Necromancy as a counterspell against them. And then if they're not playing Reanimator, you can still reanimate their shit. And you don't lose, like, all the life in the universe. Not a close thing. How the match has been? Pretty good. 2 trophies with, like, kind of unimpressive decks. 1 2-1 with a very impressive deck. Yeah, good decks overall. Good matches overall. Any recommendation for some place that has great food for someone with a dairy allergy? I always recommend the Tornado Room, Solo Rain. Tornado Room's the place, depending on your budget, of course. Like, it's a steakhouse, so it's not, like, cheap. But I think it's about averagely priced for a steakhouse. And the food is really good, the vibes are really good, and the bartenders are, like, really know what they're doing and stuff. When we have date night every, like... And we, like, want to go someplace fancy, like, every 6 months or so, we go to Tornado Room. If you want someplace cheaper than that, I really like Alchemy. I like their wings a lot. I like their grilled cheese a lot. They've got a really interesting old-fashioned that isn't for everybody, but I really enjoy it. A lot of restaurants closed on Mondays. Yep. Huh. All right. Well, I guess we're playing blue now. You love old fashions? Okay, cool. Yeah, Tornado Room also has excellent old fashions, but don't order the one off the menu. They have my favorite like Wisconsin style, just like regular old fashioned sweet in the whole town, probably the whole state. They serve it in like this big satisfying fucking glass with like the giant cherry, and it's just pleasant. It's pleasant every time. But on the menu, they've got something called a Main Street Old Fashioned, and that one's junk. You don't want that one. Thinking about the hymn. It's not really my pack, is it? Maybe I'll take the Urborg. Brandy, of course. So the loot tree has a few different nice options here. We got this Pyrokinesis, and we got this Time Walk to copy. Scotera says, Caleb, we just got our biggest harvest this season and finally got a deep freezer. First yields in now. Do I plan to can or prolong my harvests? Interesting question. So far, the main things... So, like, the main thing I'm growing this year that you might need to actually preserve is zucchini, lettuce, like... A lot of what I've grown is herbs, which just like chill out there until they bolt. And we're just like letting those seed in their same area. So super lazy, right? And then the zucchini, I've just been staying on top of. Like when it's time to eat it, I'm just like plucking it, dicing it up, bringing it inside, grilling it. I've been grilling a shitload. A lot of zucchini pizzas. Or like I'll grill burgers and have like sliced zucchini as a side. That's how we just like eat a whole ass giant zucchini like every other day or something. And that's been good. A lot of the lettuce has been nice, just like staying on the... Like a lot of what we grew this year is lettuce and different kinds. I think tomorrow I'm going to like slow simmer some collard greens. Think about that steam vents, huh? The Vamp Tutor and the Baragoi are both great. I'll draft the Vamp Tutor. It might help me like put reanimation together. And then, like, we've gotten, like, a lot of harvests of kale and bok choy. Man, cooking with, like, homegrown baby kale is so much different than, like, store-bought kale. It's, like, actually delicious and not bitter. It's crazy. It's, like, a world of difference. A little blood crypt action here. Perfect. Feels like everything grown at home is a different food. Yeah, right? I mean, one of the reasons that I was really excited to grow zucchini is because I remember growing zucchini as a kid, and we would like cook zucchini pizzas and stuff, and you'd have these giant fucking zucchinis, and you'd actually have like enough surface area to like properly fill it up with toppings and stuff. And then I tried doing that with store-bought zucchinis, and they're just like, they give you like a cucumber ass. This tiny little thing. So that's been really nice. That's been really pleasant. A little cyborg hand hate, maybe. Have I cooked with the zucchini flowers? I've not. Should I be? What would you do with that? Like make a fritter or something? Or just use them to, like, accent a salad. We've been sticking away from breading. We've been, like, doing keto stuff. So fritters are probably off the table for now. Although I've been doing more and more keto baking. Stuff them with ricotta. Yeah, I don't eat that. You talking about zoodles? Yeah, I don't really like zoodles. The zucchini's got like kind of a strong flavor, and when you're doing pasta, I think you like want the noodles to have like a softer flavor so they can take on the flavor of like the oils and the cheese and stuff. That's a big part of it for me specifically. So I was never huge on zoodles, but The nice thing about zucchini pizza is you've got this, like, now your crust is this, like, juicy fucking vegetable that wouldn't be crazy as a pizza topping. Like, people put, like, juicy-ass tomatoes and stuff on there in pizzas all the time. Have I ever had zucchini bread? I have, yeah. Yeah, I've been moving off keto. Today I got to try a bunch of cupcakes. Basically, I want to, like, I'm expecting to, like, drink some spotted cows and eat some cake and stuff on our wedding, which is, like, only a few weeks off. So I'm not being the most strict anymore. I'm just, like, generally low carb. And then after the wedding, I might move back onto it. We'll see. I'm going to take Bombardiers. I'm going to take Bombardiers over Library. Library's, like, particularly good in Reanimator because you can overfill your hand and stuff, but it's really hard for me to pass Bombardiers. It's a fucked up ass card. Ooh, Thoughtseize. Plays well here. How am I going to stream around the wedding and honeymoon? We're not having the honeymoon this year. The wedding, I went out and I did, like, internet tests there to see if the internet would be good enough to stream on. It's just not. I tried a bunch. I did combining different, like, mobile setups and stuff like live streamers do. It's, like, close but no cigar. So I'm just gonna be doing beautiful recurring nightmare deck. So I'm just gonna be doing a hype stream that morning. That morning I'll go live. I'll have, like, a guest person on or two. My buddy David McDarby, who made the Living the Dream Cube, one of the people who made the Living the Dream Cube, and the Arena Chromatic Cube, is going to be staying with me that night. So, like, he'll probably guest on the stream a little bit. And then my fiance will come join us after she's done getting her hair did up and braided. So it'll just be a little, like, hour or two hype stream where I'm just like, hey, this is what I'm wearing. Here's what we're excited about, that sort of deal. I think that'll be fun. Yeah, think about this Exhume. Think about the Pyromancer, that Pyromancer. Another Pyromancer-ish, When's the big day? August 4th. Coming up. Congrats on getting hitched. Hey, thanks, Tashi Sam. Yeah, I'm pretty excited about it. That is an excellent... That is such a late gift, this fetch here. It's just, like, perfect for this mana base, too. On color and gets the bulk. Honeymoon after 365. Yeah, we haven't planned the honeymoon. It's not, like, a rush. Like, we've already, like, traveled a bunch together and stuff. We've been dating for, like, 2 months, and we just, like, went on a week-long trip to London. And we've traveled to a bunch of, like, festivals and things. And we went to like, visit her folks and such like that, because I wanted to meet them before we got married. So it's not a huge rush to, like, we need to do the honeymoon immediately. Our goal is to get over to Europe. There's a few bands that we're both huge fans of that we would love to see live, and that would be pretty fun. Like, she's walking down the aisle to one of them. It'd be, like, a pretty cool honeymoon to go get to see them live. It'd just, like, fit us very well. But yeah, not a time-sensitive thing. Ooh, a crab. Can certainly wait. Yeah, Mad Dog, any diet that gets you eating, like, a ton of leafy greens, I think, is, like, probably just the best. Whatever works for you, whatever works for your level of activity, and whatever gets you eating a lot of leafy greens, that's a good-ass diet right there. Ooh, I'm going to play this Scrapwork. Another good creature that bins for Recurring Nightmare and then sacks to Recurring Nightmare. Deck's kind of stuffed with them, huh? Crab Gaming Hours. Yeah, it's a good-ass crab right there. Should I play this shit? Second to last pick. Play them both. Only 2 more weeks? Yeah, I'm excited. We got our marriage papers the other day. Everything's all lined up. All we gotta do is pack some coolers and we're good to go. What app is this? This is Magic the Gathering Online. Surely has to be better than Grave Titan. What, Bahamut? No. Knights is better than Grave Titan to reanimate, but Grave Titan being castable is pretty nice. Especially with like the relic here. Could cut the relic. Wouldn't be crazy. Can you play Commander on it? Magic Online? You certainly can. I don't very often. The UI is not great for Commander when you're playing 4-player games. They have one-on-one Commander too, but a lot of people use it for Commander, but it's not my favorite. It's not my favorite way to play that format. Not the same as when got a few of your friends and some beer, some nice cold beers. All right, friends. I think I'm done for the eve. That's what I think. This is fun, though. It was a fun-ass stream. Thanks for keeping me company. Hope you all had a good time. When I start tomorrow's stream, I'll be firing up this here deck here. What do I got cooking here? You could main deck this Pyrokinesis. Like, you're always going to have a red card with the Lutri. A lot of nice discard in here. We need to make cuts anyway, so I guess I'm going to move it to the sideboard. Hey, sup, Marioc. Hey, Tim the Enchanter. How y'all doing? So in terms of blue mana, we've got Coalition Relic, Lotus Petal, Volk, and Bloodstained Mire. Oh, Oliphant can get Volk. It's like 5-ish blue for the one-time walk. We can probably get away with just that, Magic Online trying to give me plains and forests and all that. This would be 11 black sources. 8 red. 10 red. We have one more mana source we want to give out. Maybe I will play that random island. Nah. Good afternoon, I am 333. Good afternoon, everybody. Hope folks are having a good day. So it's like a playful way of fancy mathing spending justifications. Perfect. Looks like only a few days left of Vintage Cube. There's only a few days left of Vintage Cube, but the Chromatic Cube on Arena is going to be going for a few more days after that. I'm not too worried about formats. Not running out the Nadu. Interesting. Yeah, for sure, Corey Mary. I'm with you. I get it now. Sounds like I girl math all the damn time is what it sounds like. Oh, shit. Hey, Radley B. Thanks for the sobbings of idiot months there. You hope the script reading last Friday went well? Yeah, it did, actually. Not a ton of viewers, but it seemed like the folks that were tuning in were enjoying themselves, which was kind of expected. And I had a lot of fun with it. It's like I put a lot of work into doing fun voices and stuff, but it's like clearly something that I could still use work on, which is fun to me. Developing new skill sets and stuff. And the script itself was absolutely, like, bonkers insane. At the end of the movie, he had Shadowfax pulling like a plow. Like they tied Shadowfax, the king of the horses, behind a fucking like a regular plow. And there's like all these bonkers decisions like that. I guess I take the Crater Hoof. They don't currently have double blue for mana drain. This seems like a good card for Recurring Nightmare. You're hoping for an animated YouTube of it? I'll probably throw it up on YouTube. It doesn't seem like that's like something that's on there, huh? Someone just reading the entire script of this old. Oh wow, broadside aim. So the Crater Hoof kind of makes me want to have more removal in. My Duress whiffed, but they all are also playing Mana Drain. Yeah, Fire Covenant and Pyrokinesis are the two interesting ones to me here. Fire Covenant is a terrible answer to Nadu stuff. I had someone to do that to me, like Fire Covenant my board, and then like 9 triggers went on the stack, and they were like, Let's try that. I don't like this hand. I'm gonna hold this Grief one more turn. Drinking and drafting. Can it be done? I think I can pull it off. I don't think I ever put this deck in the overlay. Let me do that real quick. If I even exported it. Yeah, I got it. So my reanimation effects are Necromancy, Recurring Nightmare. I think it's just those two. Yeah, they're saving the Green Sun because they want to use it to get Nadu. And they don't have the 4th mana yet. Oh. I think we lose to either of these. I'm gonna grab the Natural Order, I guess. Looking forward to sideboarding this matchup. Interesting little prog album. What am I in the mood for? One's got a pretty fast clock going, huh? Yeah, if there was another turn, if we had another turn here, the broadside could clear the Hex Drinker. So I think we just need to dig for a blue mana. Thinking 7 me down to 1 here. Tamio rebuying Time Walk, sure. Looks like I wasn't going to hit for the Time Walk anyway. Yeah, so Fire Covenant and Pyrokinesis are the two juicy ones here. And like, I might even want Freebooter. It's weird, but I might play Lantern just to prevent Time Walk recursion. It's hard, right? It's hard to have enough mana sources. Or enough card slots, rather. We'll try this out. Hey, Korath, 70, thanks to the sub, thanks to 19 months. Yeah, currently they can't cast the Time Walk. I guess I'll play mine here. Got some nice pressure here. With an untapped land, you can just cast the damn Grief. That's pretty good. And then we have Fire Covenant, even if they did get something rolling. Yeah, I think my Lantern reasoning might have been wrong. Just because the dress wasn't good enough in game 1 doesn't mean it was bad. Hey, J Walla, thanks for the 14 months there. Appreciate it. Wish we had a Surveil land to tutor up, huh? Ooh. Recall and Time Walk. Next turn, I think I'm just going to Tersa. I'm not going to be an Oliphant here, because if I top deck my pitch red card, I want a red card to pitch. Time Walk? Interesting. God damn it. Excuse me. How many days left? Way too fucking many. How many days left of Cube? I think it's like about a week. Oh, I can check real quick. July 23rd. 2 more days. Nice, just snap flipping the Tameo as opposed to rewind the time walk here. So that earlier fetch I did, getting the Valk, feels wrong now. But it made sense to me at the time. I was thinking about like Season Pyromancer and stuff. Yeah, I really wish I'd drawn that Pyrokinesis this game, huh? Would have been great at like any point. Looks like they have Fast Bond combo 2. And they're only 1 Fast Bond away from it. It's so wild because like Bombardiers sacrificing the summon is worth fucking 10 damage and they're at 16. It feels like we should have lethal. They can block 1 and then they take 2, 4 plus 10. Puts them at 2 life. 2 fucking life. But like if you don't kill them, then they're like threatening to rebuy Time Walk, right? So like I guess there's a Zern Orb here too, so it's not as close as it looks. Timmy as well, what, some Spiral? What are you trying to communicate to me? Oh, this is indeed Dio. If I forget about Tameo, I'll figure it out when I waltz my creatures in, right? It was part of the count, of course, as somebody else pointed out, but just not a thing I needed pointed out to me. Please. Are there other cards that deal damage equal to mana value, like Broadside? There's that 1 black card that deals damage if you like pitch cast the card. It's a weird one. Fucking Karn. 8 mana Karn from a billion years ago. Oh yeah, there's a couple explosion effects. So the Nisu Shakes the World is going to give them... Or no, it's the Shakes the World, not the other one. Okay. The other one can, like, overrun. Like, trample. Nadu's not a May. If I draw a Fiery Confluence or Pyrokinesis, I think I can deck them. I think actually it has to be Fiery, depending on if they draw any more cards here. Okay, now Pyrokinesis also decks. So we draw, and then we Faithless Looting, and we're looking for one of those cards. I don't think we can get there with damage. Like, we can rebuy the Summon and sack it to Broadside, but that's still, again, only 10 damage, and they're at 16. I don't think it matters if I block or not, but I'll go ahead and block. It'd be fantastic to get a decking win here. Oh yeah, and there's still the Zern Orb, right? So we're just very far away from lethal. All right, that draw was a dud. We have 2 more draws out of 23 cards, and we have 2 outs in there. So there's like, what's the word? It's like a 1 in 10. Thoughtseize not going to cut it. Well, if I reanimate Tursa, I can get 2 draws. If I Thoughtseize the Tameo and just, like, make the Knights, I'm not good, right? I'm at 15. They can Nissa something. Yeah, so I can draw 2 with either, like, Looting or Teresa here and just, like, look for Pyrokinesis plus red card, which would win, but it's, like, kind of unlikely. I'm wondering if there's a chance you could just, like, Thoughtseize, and then that would be fine. I don't think it is. So, like, on board, they can use their land to copy the door, I think, and let them use that to flashback Time Walk and kill me, even if I, like, flood the board with bodies. I think that works. Copying a door. I don't actually know. It still has to be unlocked, so it's a shit ton of mana. Okay, so it'd be 4 plus another 5. Yeah, but I mean, they have that mana. Because they just need to flashback the Time Walk for the win. They'd still have to see it, you know, it's something you could miss. Or fuck up. Yeah, I guess I'm just going to go for the win here. Didn't get there. Got a Fire Covenant or Pyrokinesis kill would have been so cool there. Just decking them with their own Nadu. Oh well. How's Knight's been as a reanimator target? It's alright with like recurring Nightmare and such. I like it a lot better than the colorless 9-drop. That one's been like putrid for me. Interesting they're not dazing that. I'm gonna grab the Teferi and we'll just like lose to one of their 2 combos, I guess. How many pounds of bacon do you cook at a time? I just cook 1. Just 1 package. And then, that usually means leftover in the fridge, which I enjoy. You want a snack? Just grab a piece of bacon. Yeah, I almost chilled on that bone shards in case I wanted to try copying it with Lutri. The awkward thing is if you're copying something with Lutri, then that gives the opponent a chance to like use a removal spell if they have what if they're just holding one up. That's like been the opposite of this turn, huh? Oh, it is equipping the sword. Sure. Yeah, looking pretty garbo against that Tamio uptick, I guess. Feeling really silly about my my bone shards target. You wish Recurring Nightmare wasn't banned in Commander? Yeah. I don't know. What am I missing? What happened to this days? I know I like drew some cards. Oh, that's just the last card still. Awkward. I can probably just pack here. I think I want curtains and freebooter and like even more discard. More, I say. Yeah, I'm thinking about putting a Recurring Nightmare together deck together in pre-modern. I have all the stuff. I have all the stuff set aside. Value engines, combo wins, mana bases. I haven't found anything I quite like enough. Anything big and spoopy in pre-modern? Like to reanimate? I think people are usually reanimating with Recurring Nightmare specifically. People are getting like Ravenous Baloths back and or the Darwin Castle, the Avalanche Riders, and just like Stone Rain them every turn. Or you're recurring like your elves. The elf that makes 4/1/1 squirrels. You just like loop in that. You know, value. There's some larger things if you want to build like actual reanimator with Exhume and shit. People play like a Chroma, Phantom Nishoba. You see a lot of the 7/7 Worm. I think largely because you can sack it to therapy and get 7/1/1s and then be pretty good versus spot removal. Does the pre-modern meta stay pretty static? No, I wouldn't say that it does. Pretty much every deck can be like tuned against, and so like not nobody like has like mono good matchups. Nice. We got that third land. So if a deck is on top for too long, it starts to like see diminished results because people are prepped for it. Like right now, Dreadnought's been the deck to beat for a while, and so I think it's been seeing like worse results in terms of top 8 percentage and stuff. Is Pox a good archetype? Yeah, not. I don't think Pox has ever been a good archetype in any format. But, as mentioned, Pit Rack. People do like to play Pit Rack. I think I saw a version of Pit Rack that was playing Pox recently, actually. I was looking at Pit Rack because I'm putting it together. Yeah, they lumped this Pox list in with the Pit Rack decks, I guess. But it's not Pit Rack, it's just Pox. Oh, it's got pits. It's got bottomless pits in the sideboard. It's still winning with the rank. Yeah, so you can box people. You can do whatever you want. Maybe I shouldn't knock it till I tried it. I've got a pre-modern tournament showing up. Pre-modern tournament coming up. Maybe I should bring Pox. Give it a spin. A one-of zombie infestation. Sure. Seems tough without smallpox or 4 more ranks. I mean, you got factories. Factories are a totally reasonable win con. And then you're playing Cursed Scrolls, too. Are Cradle and Sanctum in good decks? Yeah. I think Elves is another deck that I'm considering for the tournament. I'd say that Elves is tier 1. Enchantress is good, but I think it's tier 2. It looks like the decklist amalgamator agrees with me. It has Elves here at like 4% of the meta. Elves being 4% of the meta is like pretty real because Cradles are expensive. The number here for Oath is kind of inflated. I don't think every Oath player plays Mox Diamonds, so you'll see like really different numbers. Maybe I'm wrong. It looks like they all do. So these huge fucking numbers. Yeah, okay. I guess they all play Mox Diamonds. Oh, here we go. Here, look at this. We got a $400 deck in here. Yeah, Terravore deck without Mox Diamonds, though, is just budget. You would assume. Okay, we got explorations in there. This deck's sweet. Playing like a Ponza Oath type deal. But yeah, here Enchantress is down in tier 2. And then in terms of Gaia's Cradle, survival decks tend to play like a single copy. Sometimes you see a copy in Madness. I remember the commentators for GP Columbus made fun of my one of Gaia's Cradle. And I feel pretty vindicated. Do I want to vamp? Vindicate kills Gaia's Cradle? It does, yeah. Vindicate's a great card in pre-modern. Oops. Fuck. That sucked. Accidentally skipping my turn there. We even, like, vamped so we would be sure not to miss a land drop and stuff. Be careful drinking and drafting. Yeah. Haven't drank anything yet. I might have considered bouncing the mutt. I have a counter spell on top of the library. I almost want to hold this crab and just cast it, huh? Oh, we can bring back the mutt next turn. The price for elves seems super low. Yeah, everything else in that deck's pretty cheap, except for elves and except for survivals and cradles. Some people don't play all 4 cradles. And like, you can use gold borders, which drives down the price a lot. But yeah, the price they had here seems wrong, right? Because it says 1,400, and then you click on their list, and they're playing 4 guys cradles, which are 1,500 each. So their math is just wrong. But if you get the gold bordered guys cradles, they're gonna be like 200, 240 each or something like that, and then gold border survivals are like $50 each. So you can build this deck for the quoted price of 1.4K. That's what I did. I was like looking at the price of Gaia's Cradles, and I really wanted to build elves, but I also really did, and like I wanted to be able to brew Gaia's Cradle decks, you know, with survival and stuff. That's really fun to me. But I really didn't want to actually buy a playset of. Gold bordered cards are $700. Yeah. So they use the Mystical Tutor there. They're going to lose the Mystical Tutor and whatever they tutored for to the crab triggering. So they figured they would just thin the deck of a daze. You're kind of sold on pre-modern. They seem like largely fun decks to pilot. There's a lot of fun decks. There's a little bit of misery from that era of Magic, you know. You can certainly like lock people out with smokestack and stuff. That's something you're jonesing to do. But like, even though it's like a format that's like locked in time, there's still like a really diverse meta. So whatever you enjoy about Magic, there'll be unless what you enjoy about Magic is Planeswalker specific, there is something for you in pre-modern.